You can grab a cushion or blanket or block, whatever you need to sit comfortably. And we'll begin with eyes closed. And start to slow down your breath. Allowing your nervous system to settle, your body to settle. And come into a nice slow rhythm with the breath. We'll see if we can keep this throughout the practice. You can check in on it often. If you notice that your mind has wandered, your breath may have gone back to something more natural. So anytime you notice, just come back, slow it down, deepen it again. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus. And feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you throughout your practice. Let's start with a side bend. We'll bring the right arm up and over. You can lean onto your left hand or elbow. Try not to tip off of your right sit bone, keeping that grounded. And then circle your right arm back behind you as far back as it'll go. Exploring your full range of motion. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch, and then curve your way around through center all the way over to the other side, opening up into a side stretch on the left. And then circle your left arm back behind you as far back as you can. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch. And then curve your way around through center all the way over to the first side. Take one big circle. When you get to the beginning, curve around through center, all the way over. One big circle. When you get to the beginning, let's curve to center and then hang out there over the legs. And that could be leaning into your hands, your elbows, or all the way down, letting go. Let's walk the upper body back up. Take your hands to the floor behind you, fingers facing forward. Roll your shoulders back and your elbows back. And then lift the chest. Taking the heart as high as you can. And then release. Come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top. Sitting tall, drop your right ear over to right shoulder and press down through the left shoulder, looking for a stretch on left side of the neck. Rotate your chin to your chest. Come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, but now even more through the right side, looking for a stretch there. Rotate chin to the chest. Come back to the first side, and then go back and forth a couple times. Half circles or three-quarter circles, watching the sensation move from one side over to the other. next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of your neck. And then release the arms, head floats back up. Bring hands to the floor behind us. Again, shoulders roll back, elbows roll back. Lift the chest, take it as high as you can. And then release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Roll your way up, still holding the knees. Pull the chest forward. Upper back arch, keeping the back of the neck long. And then round back. Bring your feet to the floor and take your hands behind your legs, putting a little pressure up on the backs of the knees to round even more. Roll up from the base of the spine to arch back, but also lean back. So now abdominals are really working to support you, and we'll go back and forth here. Exhale, round. Inhale, roll up and arch. Exhale, back. Inhale up. Exhale, back. Inhale up. Now, exhale back, release the arms and come down a little lower. Inhale, same arch, but arms come by the ears. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Back. And then come up and hold this last one. Lifting up away from the sit bones, leaning back as much as you like. Keep the chest lifting, but shoulders keep dropping. And then release, round back, holding here. And you can decide how low you go. Shoulders down, away from the ears, strong core. And then release. Come all the way up, and let's come forward into a high push-up position. Set your hands near the front of your mat. Step your feet back. And bringing your whole body into a straight, long line from your head to your heels. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up. And then come into your back bend, and this could be as low or high as you like, little baby cobra, or coming up higher, or even up dog. Wherever you are, shoulders down, away from the ears, nice long neck. And then back to down dog when you're ready, hips high. Take your time getting into this first down dog of class. You can pedal out your feet. Feeling where you are. And then drop your knees. Let's sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels. Forehead to the floor. And please rest whenever you need to, whether you rest in this shape or a different one. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left, and then pull back through the right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Come back to center. Let's lift up through table. Come back through down dog. And then walk your hands and feet towards one another. Let's hang in ragdoll. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. Taking any movement here. What is there to let go of? Bend your knees a little bit more and slowly roll up. Coming all the way up to standing. You can step up to the front of the mat. Feet can be together or apart. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next, inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra, back to down dog. Let's take 5 deep breaths. In down dog or any other neutral shape, feel free to come back to child's pose or sitting or on your forearms or knees. Last deep breath in and out. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up, bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times, pulling the hips up and back as you do. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, settle in, sink low. Each inhale, look for space and length. Each exhale, more grounding, more ease. One more breath here. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square, with the upper body letting go. Like ragdoll, let your head hang, let your neck release. One more breath. Big step back. Warrior one, drop the back heel, inhale, arms up. Settle in. Feeling where you are, what you're doing. One more breath. Release. Make your way to down dog, whether you step directly there or come through some movement transition, maybe a vinyasa, maybe something else. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times. Both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. And right towards the center of your chest. Reach it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Arms up. Settle in, sink low. Fine-tuning in all the ways you're able. One more breath here. Tip forward, standing splits. Square off the hips, but keep reaching that right leg straighter, longer, higher. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. One more breath. Release. Make your way to down dog, however you get there. Feel what you're doing. And then settle into a good rest, whether that's down dog or some other neutral shape. If it's useful, you might close your eyes. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. Come over to a side bend. Left arm can provide a little support, reaching out like a yawn through the whole right side. Reach a little further out to come up and release down. Same thing other side. Reach a little further out to come up. And release down. Interlace your fingers. Press out through your palms. And take your arms up by your ears. Shoulders drop, but arms reach straight. And then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. Could be just a slight lift of the heels or coming all the way up. Slow, deep breaths, even while you're concentrating, even as you might be falling or wobbling. Imagine you could keep your head where it is now as you lower your heels. So you grow a little longer as the heels come down. Unlink fingers, push out through the palms, pull your fingers back towards you strongly. Reach out through the base of the hand strongly. And then curl fingertips down and in. Let's flex fingers up. And then one more time, curl them in and circle your wrists. Keep reaching out through the arms as you circle your wrists both directions, flexing and stretching all the little muscles of the forearm. And then release down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair. Utkatasana. Hips go back and down. Head reaches high, shoulders low, fingers high. Strong core. Last breath. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, shift forward and find your balance. You can modify or adjust this however you need to, working with your body. Can your breath be steady here? One more breath. Release, step back, warrior 1. Make your way to down dog. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. Square off your hips. Connect your head to your right foot. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior 1. Release through your movement transition. Coming back to a good rest, letting go. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra, and back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Step back, warrior 1. And then open out, warrior 2. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Let's open the top arm and tuck it behind the back. Half bound triangle. So it could be that back of your hand is at your lower back, or you might creep your hand around to the right inner thigh. If you want to work core strength, you could extend your bottom arm forward, following the line of your torso. If you choose that option, make sure you're not locking your right knee. Last breath. Release, bend the right knee, half bound, extended side angle. You can stay here or try for a full bind, right arm on the inside, for the left fingers or wrist behind you. Let's look to the floor and then step up for half moon. If you want to try and keep your half or full bind in your half moon, you're welcome to. This is a very challenging balance. You might end up just playing hot potato with that left foot, trying to get it off the floor. And at any point, if you want to unwind and take a regular half moon, you're welcome. Feel what you are doing, whatever that is. And then release. Make your way to down dog, however you get there. Slow, deep breath. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Come in. Step right back, warrior 1. And then open out, warrior 2. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Let's open the top arm. Tuck it behind your back. And just working with your body. Maybe you creep your hand around to the inner thigh, maybe you don't. Maybe extend the bottom arm forward, maybe you don't. Last breath here. Release, bend your knee, forearm to thigh. You can stay in a half bind or try for a full bind, left hand on the inside for the right fingers or wrist behind you. Let's look to the floor, step up for your variation of half moon, whether you keep a half bind or full bind or just extend right away. It's not about where you get, it's about being present with where you are, wherever it is, as you go towards balance, being present with wobbling. As you go towards full expression, being present with what's right here, however it is. Last breath. Release. Make your way to a good rest. Any neutral shape. Letting go of what we've just done, whatever we might do, and just feeling what's right here, right now. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Let's take a few balancing poses. We'll get steady on 2 feet, feeling your balance on 2 feet, the ease of sharing weight here. And then move over to one side for tree, Vrikshasana. Right foot can come up to the left inner thigh or anywhere on the inner leg, including the inner ankle, anywhere above or below your knee. Arms can be out to the side anytime you need them. You're also welcome to use a piece of furniture or wall. If you're steady, you could bring hands together or arms up. Let's release, shake that out. Same thing other side. Left leg up as high as you can, as low as you need. Choose your arm position, choose a steady gaze. What is there to release here? Can you find just the right effort to be fully expressed, engaged in what's useful? And keep letting go what's not needed. Release, shake that out. Let's take a quad stretch balance next. Right leg comes back. You can take hold of your right foot with just your right hand or both hands. Left arm could be out to steady you, or again at a wall or something for support. Tailbone dropping, belly lifting. Last breath here. Let's release, shake that out. Same thing other side. Tail dropping, belly lifting. Standing tall. And then release, shake that out. Bring your feet hip width apart, parallel. We'll take hands to the top of the buttocks. Roll your shoulders back and your elbows back. Lift the chest up, creating even more space in the back. Try not to collapse into your hands. And then release, fold forward, bend your knees a little or a lot. You might grab your big toes with the first 2 finger and thumb with that grip lengthen. And then pull your head towards the floor, tractioning out your spine. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's lower the hips, come into a squat, malasana. Heels, if possible, are down. If you can't get your heels down, you might turn your toes out or widen your stance. It's fine to balance on the toes if that feels okay for you. You can also sit on something or slide support under the heels like a blanket. Open the knees using the elbows, roll the shoulders back and down. Then we'll work our root lock here, Mula Bandha, same as a Kegel exercise. As you exhale, draw the pelvic floor muscles in and up. As you inhale, release that. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. And then engage and keep holding, keep breathing, drawing in strongly through the bottom and connecting that to the top. Feel the full length and space that you take up. And then release. Let's come back to a forward fold, feet back to parallel. Any arm position here. If you want to interlace fingers behind your back, you could. If you want to give your neck and shoulders a little squeeze, you could. And then make your way back to down dog, whether you take a vinyasa or just step back. Feeling what you are doing. Let's drop down onto the knees and get set up for Camel Pose. If you want to pad your knees, you could roll up the front of the mat or put a blanket or cushion under them. Try and have the pelvis neutral so your hips aren't tipping back, maybe a little drop of the tail. Hands to the top of the buttocks for support. Just like we did standing, shoulders and elbows roll back. You can stay with hands as they are or reach back for the heels. If the heels are a little too far, tucking your toes will give you another couple of inches. If they're still too far, keep your hands on your buttocks. Head can be forward, up, or dunking back. Feel what's right for you. To release, come up. Take a seat back, couple breaths, just neutral spine. You can stay resting or come up one more time, same thing, or a different variation if there's one you know or want to try. And stay as long or short as you like. So really listening to your body, listening for the rightness of what you're doing. Whenever the pose feels complete, come down and rest in child's pose, spreading the lower back. Taking any movement here. Let's lift up to table and get set up for a twist. Thread the needle. From hands and knees, lift the left arm up and then curl from fingertips down. Thread it right behind your right wrist and come all the way down onto your shoulder and side of your head. You can push the right hand into the floor or into the bottom forearm. There are lots of other arm variations if there's another you want to try. And then release, come up, unwind, take a few rolls through the spine. Same thing other side. When you're ready, right arm lifts up. Curl from fingertips down, thread it through. Keep going until you come onto your shoulder and side of your head. And then push the left hand into the floor or take the left arm up, whatever you did on the other side. Let's unwind, release, back to neutral. Again, a few rolls through the spine here. Any other movement, front to back, side to side, coming through down dog. And let's come all the way to sitting and onto our backs. You can bring your knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then drop your feet to the floor and we'll get set up for hip stretch. Cross the right ankle above the left knee, reach your hands through and grab the left leg, hugging it in. Stretching the right outer hip. To release, drop the left foot to the floor, straighten the right leg up to the ceiling, flex and point your right foot a few times. Circle your ankle. And then keeping the right leg more or less where it is, straighten the left leg along the floor, grounding down through the back of the left leg. Let's open the right leg out to the right, just at a slight angle. And then take this straight leg up and across for a spinal twist. Left hand might reach for the outside of the right foot, or using a strap, or bending your knee, or holding somewhere else like the calf. Take it all the way over, and then roll open through the right shoulder, drop down through the right hip. If you want to also add a quad stretch to this, your free hand can reach for your free foot, right hand grabbing left foot. As you roll onto your back, you might bring that right ankle into half lotus. Don't force anything. Those of you that are able to do full lotus, you could thread the bottom foot up and around full lotus. Don't force it. And then hug what you ended up with. Could be crossed ankles, half lotus, full lotus, or something else. Give your knees a little circle. And then unwind your legs. Take them up towards the ceiling, give them a little shake out. Maybe kick your butt. And then drop feet to the floor. Cross the left ankle above the right knee. Reach your hands through, grab the right leg, hug it in as close as you can, dropping the shoulders, drop your chin. And then release, drop the right foot to the floor, straighten the left leg up, flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times both directions. Straighten the right leg along the floor and then open the left leg out to the left. Bring that straight left leg up and across. Your right hand might reach for your foot, a strap, your ankle or calf. Take it all the way over. Drop down through the left hip, roll open through the left shoulder. And maybe add the quad stretch. If you did so on the other side, you can try it again. Roll back onto your back. Possibly coming through half or full lotus. Hug your knees to your chest, however they are. A little circle or rock. And then release the legs up. Give them a good shake out. And just check in with your body. What do you need to feel complete in this practice? Is there some last pose or stretch that you'd like to get in? Is there a part of your body that could use some attention? Do you want to finish with an inversion or restorative pose? Just getting in the practice of asking, what do I need? That may be a new question for you. In which case, it could take a few times asking before you hear an answer. And it's a good practice anyhow. Each time you finish something, just ask again what's needed. When nothing else is needed, start getting comfortable, as comfortable as you can in your final resting pose. Feel free to use props, adjust your clothing, cover up with something. Eventually settling into stillness. Letting go fully. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently waking your body up again. Let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles. And stretch out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. And roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. And bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today.